to see fans react. I'm Shaun Middleton, and today I'm outside the stadium night, but it's Sunderland versus Lincoln City, and unfortunately the game has just ended, and the game ended Sunderland 2, Lincoln City 1, so that condemns Sunderland to another season in League One. And now I'll be getting the fans' reactions as they leave the stadium. Would you please like, share and subscribe to our channel? I very much appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Alright, I'm outside the stadium tonight, and unfortunately Sunderland will be playing League One football again the next season. What's your name again, mate? Ben. Ben, where are you going out tonight?
Yeah, you know, I think they give it a good shot. I think first half we were right up for it, obviously going 2-0 up early doors. And second half they never came out the way they did in the first half, and I just want to, what did Lee Johnson say at them at half time?
Nah, I think it was so...
we're so far backwards in the second half, and the fight wasn't quite there in the second half. It's really disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, they come out the second half, and I think you knew Lincoln was going to come back stronger, but it just seemed like, how could he play so good in the first half and then so terrible in the second half?
Yeah, it was a bit like Wednesday night again. Just started the second half really poorly, and it just lost for words really for the second half. Even bringing Flanagan on for Gooch in the last 10 minutes, really? We're going for the game, and you're bringing a defender on for Gooch who's mainly attacking. Really?
Do you think we effectively lost the tie in the first leg? There was a 2-0, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we did. I think we're scared when we got to 2-0. We're scared of giving the game away again, and I think that's been us all season. Actually, we get forward, and then we shit ourselves essentially.
Yeah.
Second half. We never actually had any prolonged period of going forward, did we?
It was mainly our fault for the season. It was mainly our fault this season.
I think
Oh, mate. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, mate.
Hey, mate.
Yes, no.
Bring a Flanagan on when you're losing the tie. What's your cock there? And you're all clapping off like the fucking heroes. It's fucking spineless, mate. That's what it is. It's fucking spineless.
It was
the Baz.
Oh, the Baz, right, mate.
Alright, son.
So, who do you think's mainly our fault then?
I think it's multiple people. I think Johnson for the last 10 games. I think he's been really poor in his.
Would you stick with him?
I would stick with him for another year.
Right, thanks for your time, pal.
Thanks for your time.
Danny, the game just finished. The fans is, it's so destroying another season in this division. Why did it go wrong?
Devastating, mate. But what it is, you're losing the tie. Need extra goal. Why would you bring a centre half on, mate?
Yeah.
Why? You bring Jack Diamond on for Maguire. What do you think about that, mate?
Well, Lee Johnson seems to get free pass, but it doesn't from me, man.
In my eyes,
mate,
Lee Johnson out.
Right. Thanks for your time, pal. Cheers. Alright, I'm inside the stadium light. Unfortunately, Sunderland couldn't get over the line, and we're going to be playing League One football again next season. Why did it go wrong, mate?
Well, first half was very good. Second half, did he come in the change room, the manager? I don't think he did. He couldn't really get Maguire off. Second half was a shower, very poor. They didn't come out, they didn't try, they didn't compete. Did the manager? I don't think the manager went in the change room. End of the day, the game was there for the taking. 2-0 half time. Yeah. Manager goes to the change room, gets them all at it. It's 0-0. We go win a game. Yeah. Simple as that. For me, he rolled over, got his belly tickled, and Lee Johnson for me has got to go. Right? He couldn't really get Maguire off. I've said that. Yeah, Jordan Jones, he's there on the bench. We need a goal. Don't put him on. Yeah. This game's there to be won. What's going on? Yeah. Right? End of the day, you look at it. For me, this little fella has got to go.
I mean, and that's, a lot of people say, well, give him the summer and give him some money. Are you not of that opinion now?
I wouldn't give him a penny. I wouldn't give him money. You know why? Because he wasted. He's a manager that sits in his little bedroom or sits in a change room and watches videos. Football's not on videos. Brian Clough didn't watch a video. Bob Paisley didn't watch a video. Shankly didn't watch a video. You don't watch videos, you win football on a pitch. Yeah. You don't win in a classroom, and that's what this clown thinks he's in a classroom. It's simple as that.
So he's got to go. Would you say he's got to go then?
Well, I'd sack him now.
Yeah. Right, thanks for your time, mate. Alright. Cheers, pal. We'll have a pint next time, alright? Alright, son. Sunderland 2, Lincoln City 1 with Steve's cost. Steve, unfortunately, we couldn't get that goal, and at times, really, them could have even you know, it was a penalty saved, and they missed a couple of chances. You know, I think overall we didn't deserve to win the tie over the 2 legs.
Honestly, I'm got to admit, I'm absolutely devastated. They say first off, I couldn't ask for more. First off, we're all out with them. It was attack, it was pressure, everything was on it. 2-0, and it was just
never quit, mate.
It was class. And then the second half, same old Sunderland come out, they just didn't even show up. And then see, obviously, great save by Berger, like the penalty. But supposedly, by the sound, we sent us a video. We should have had a penalty. That one in the 41 minutes, it should have been a penalty. Should have 3-0. But White should have scored another. That when we went through on goal, which was like I say, I'm just.
Look, you can see you're devastated.
Same stuff. You know, like, it's just. What we do.
You can see you're devastated and tell by your face. It's. I mean, what's a lot of people saying Lee Johnson out? I mean, would you give him the summer and give him the money? KLD will definitely give him the money, but or would you go start afresh?
I've said start. I will. It's one of them things. It's like he's like there today. The team's been up for it there, but then just you've got some of the games and some of the subs he's made like that. Bring on Flanagan. What's he bringing on Flanagan for? Where's JJ?
We need to get a goal.
Like obviously JJ gives you a little bit extra, a little bit more speed. He can smash it. Maguire didn't play the best today, but he didn't miss, but he was all right. He start. But I say I haven't got many words to say. I'm devastated, to be honest.
I ain't seeing your face, mate. Before I suppose we've got the Wembley Blackpool with a bit. It's anyway, wouldn't it?
I said before.
They're better side, and
that's it. Let's hopefully Blackpool and just stuff these, and then next season.
Something with die, Steve.
Always. Mate.
Cheers, pal.
Cheers, later.
I must tell you, Sunderland have been confirmed now at the game ended 2-1. It's going to be another season in League One, a fourth season in League One. That is absolutely soul destroying.
It's embarrassing, yeah. I mean, half the players like Power, he shoots outside the box, he's 30 yards out. What's the point? Like some of the effort, the work rate. White, they give it in the first half, they come out. Michael Appleton does some changes, we don't do any changes. You expect them to come out the same way, they don't. They come out and you're thinking, look, we're going to give it the same again, but they didn't. And they turned us over, like always.
I think after the first half, you're thinking it's 2-0, it could have been 3 or 4 if we just took our chances. Then what happened in the second half? We just went back to Sunderland being Sunderland, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened, whether they were tired mentally and physically or whether they just couldn't be bothered. I mean, it's just embarrassing. Like, if the first half went on for another 10 minutes, we'd have scored. But it doesn't, so...
Yeah. And I mean, where do you think Lee Johnson's had 30, he's had nearly 40 games in charge. Do you think he's accountable? Do you think he's responsible for this season? Or do you think it's, Parkinson and Donald and etc.?
Yeah, I think he's come in. He hasn't had a transfer window under Dreyfus because that takes too long. It took too much time for Dreyfus to come in. He hasn't had a transfer window. He's brought in 3-4 people in with no money. And the players, like, you'll see next week when he releases the retained list, it'll be all of them, bar 2 or 3. McGeady, 09.
So you're convinced that next season, given the money by KLD to Lee Johnson, he'll deliver the promotion?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think Lee Johnson will do it, yeah.
All right, thanks for your time, pal. Cheers, have a safe journey home. Sunderland are unfortunately, it's confirmed, we'll be playing League One football again next season. Joel, bitterly disappointing. I think all the Sunderland fans are going to be, it's going to be a horrible night tonight, but where did it all go wrong for the full season?
Before I start, Tom Flanagan, don't come back to the club, mate. Not, 10,000 have came back today, not even that bothered, straight down the tunnel, not clapping the fans. You were just a little reject from Burton before we got you, and don't come back, mate. Absolutely embarrassing. Do you know what it is? First 45, I couldn't have asked for more. I said if we get a goal in the first half an hour, then build on from there. Getting 2, I think Josh Scowen, Luke 19, absolute excellent games. I don't know why he didn't bring Jordan Jones on.
Earlier.
I think, he should have brought him on. I was, screaming for him to come on the last 15, 20 minutes, I think for me, McGeady was poor today. I thought McGeady was poor, didn't offer anything going forward. Well, he did. But I think Jones, just switch it up for the last 15 minutes, a bit fresh legs, and, it's another year in League One. So, it's just embarrassing. A lot
of people's calling for Lee Johnson, like to be sacked after today. I mean, what's your opinions on that?
No, do you know what it is? He's had one transfer window, and I've said this, people today. I said you've got players now who've played under 3 managers under League One. Gooch has played under, been under Grayson and Coleman and, Moyes in the Prem. I think for me, you've got to look at the players. Like, I think we should just we've got 15 plus players out of contract this season. I honestly think about getting rid of all 15. Maybe keep the likes of 09 and McGeady around for a year, I think. But after today, I think just tear it up, start it again. If that doesn't give them any motivation today to go for the title next season, I think there's tough teams coming down. Sheffield Wednesday are going to be hungry for it. Wickham, Rotherham are a good side who's going to be up there. There's hungry sides from League Two, and every year we're back to win the league or get in the top 2 and stuff like that, and we'll just bottle it at the last minute, and it's shown again today.
Maybe this is what this club needs. These past 3 seasons, then players ultimately have failed. Your Max Powers and all these players who've been there for 3 years. Maybe let them go and start afresh and build for next summer.
Definitely, I think like same with Max Power. B-Tex just thinks he's Steven Gerrard. Just no any of the quality. I think you've got players now who've been here for 3 years. I think don't get us wrong, I think some players have stepped up. I think if Sanderson was there today, obviously he's gone back to Wolves now. It might have been a different game in the defence, but they had, Lincoln with Power today. They had one chance in the second half and they took it, and it's essentially killed the game off. And I think we're excellent first half. That is the best I've seen Sunderland.
Yeah, we're brilliant.
Best I've seen Sunderland play since Pompey away.
Yeah. How good was the supporters in that first half? The supporters are brilliant. The noise, 10,000 fans in there. They really got behind the team.
Felt like over 40,000 plus. Definitely Shaun, and we made up for the missing seats. Definitely made up for the missing seats, and just kick on for next year and hopefully get more fans in that. If that's what it's like with 10,000 fans in there, wait till we'll get 20,000, 30,000 or more.
Next season.
Definitely, Shaun, mate. Definitely.
Keep the faith, mate. That's all we can do. Hopefully next season we can do it.
Definitely.
Have a safe journey on, mate. Thanks for your time, Harry. Alright, I'm outside the stadium of light. The first time the supporters have been allowed in for 14 months. I'm with Jordan Newcombe. Jordan, unfortunately, Sunderland just couldn't deliver when it mattered most.
Nah, I mean, I'm devastated. I don't know, what I can say. It's just one of those things that's even worse. Just to come to the stadium and just say we lose. We're doing great first half. I thought we played the best than we have in the last few games, to be fair. But it's just something about that second half. As soon as it all came out, it's like we're another team. And then obviously it's bringing players like Flanagan on when we need the goals, and then you've got Power just shooting from anywhere. It's unbelievable to see players at the final last minute go out and do that, because we need to start pushing and need to get them goals to try and stay up.
There's too many players for me at this club been here too long on big wages, and they're just not up to it, Jordan. That's the top and bottom of it is the fact that the players just can't deliver and they're not good enough. I mean, the players, the manager as well. I think the manager, he's shown himself the last few games that he's potentially not good enough. He has these runs as well. Bristol City, Barnsley, he has these runs where he just can't seem to sort it out. And I'm not confident now with Lee Johnson going forward. What's your thoughts on Lee Johnson? Would you give him the summer, get rid of the deadwood, bring him his place, kill to back him, or would you, cut your losses and go and get a new manager?
I mean, I'd stick with him. I'd give him the summer. Obviously, we've got a new owner in, so we're obviously going to have the money. Just get rid of all the players, like what you just said there. They're just not good enough in this league. They still think, if you look at Power, it still looks like he's still at Wigan, and it's players like that where half of the players are going to go in the next few months anyway. So just get rid of all the deadwood, all the rubbish players, and just start fresh.
Yeah. And it's so destroying. I mean, this club, size of this club, in the third tier for 4 years in a row, it's absolutely shambolic, Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, this club shouldn't be in this division. For 4 seasons, it's disgusting.
I mean, yeah, we had the first loss. Coming down. We thought we were going back up with one manager. Went to Wembley, absolutely scuffed it. second year we weren't good enough, and then everything hit, and then we weren't even in the playoff places, and then third year, obviously we've just lost there, and it's just hard to talk about, or just hard to think about, because you know,
so like,
it's like, if you think about it, it's what Sunderland's about, you know, it's what the North East is about. Like, obviously Newcastle's got theirs, but Sunderland's got Sunderland and stuff, and it's just one of those things. We just, you know, we've came out, we've supported the lads, we've sang our hearts out, played well the first half, and it's just...
The fans couldn't do any more, Jordan. That first half, the atmosphere was absolutely electric.
It was incredible.
It was.
It's, you know, I've had loads of season tickets to come to the matches, and that's the first time I've heard that stadium
Oh, the noise is
outstanding
unbelievable.
in a while.
Come down next year, Jordan, quickly.
With the money, yeah, I think we could.
Hey, thanks for your time. Safe journey home, Jordan. Alley. I'm outside the stadium tonight. The game ended Sunderland 2, Lincoln City 1, and Sunderland now, after that, they need to win by 3 clear goals. And with Matthew lead, Matthew, we couldn't do it. First half were brilliant, second half were shambolic, let's be honest.
Yeah, I've pretty much lost my voice. It's the first time I've been back here in over a year, and I literally can't speak. I've been screaming my head off all game, and just trying to help this team get over the line, and we never did it. And this is Sunderland all over, really. I knew after the first leg we made things really difficult for ourselves. We actually got back in the game really quick. We were back level. We were 2-0 up, 2-2 on aggregate, and you know, and we were back. We put ourselves in a great position to get another goal and win. And I'm just so disappointed that we never did, where it really mattered as well. I'm just gutted, really, because I've just come to the realisation that the season's over for us.
It's awful, isn't it? Awful feeling. Absolutely awful feeling. You know we're going to be playing League One football again next year.
I mean, that is just demoralising. Fourth.
4 years, this club, 4 years in this division.
4 years. I mean, 1 was bad enough, 2 was awful, 3 was embarrassing, and then 4. 4? Are you being serious? 4? What with the great position that we put ourselves in a few weeks ago, when we thought we'd get automatic promotion, and what's happened after today? I'm sorry, but I'm out of, like, I've felt every emotion being a Sunderland fan, and right now, I'm like upset. I'm beyond upset. I'm beyond disappointed. I literally don't know how to feel. It's bittersweet being back at the Stadium of Light. It's been fantastic being back. The atmosphere was really good the first half. Second half was, you know, we were poor. We weren't in it, and it's the players' own fault today. And you know what? It's just shown that these players aren't actually good enough.
Yeah.
You know, the likes of it was, yeah, exactly.
Rasmuth.
And yeah, it's just the likes of Max Power and Luca Nyan and whoever who we've kind of liked over the past few years. I mean, well, not Power, but you know, Nyan, for example.
Power, not Power, no.
Don't worry, we've got Grigg and Dobson coming back next season. You know, it's just proved that these players aren't good enough. And yeah, I mean, if it wasn't proved the first time, wasn't proved the second time, you know, things come in threes, and we've now been proved a third time.
It's I think. Look, I'm absolutely crying at the moment. I honestly, I feel so down, deflated. But what's given us a little bit of hope is KLD. Yeah. That's the only thing that's given me hope now, Matthew. And I think get rid of all this deadwood, all these players who's dragged us down the last 3 years, who's been failures. They've been failures for the last 3 years. Get rid of all the crap and get some good signs in. Get the recruitment right. Let's have a good go next season. Would you keep Lee Johnson? A lot of people's calling for Lee Johnson to be sacked. What would you do there?
My personal opinion is I would probably keep him,
right,
because I think the way he's trying to get his points across, they're very intelligent. You know, he's making a very simple game of football a very complicated game. Now that's okay for some players, but our players aren't clever enough and aren't good enough to play the way he wants to play.
Yeah.
If he gets some of his own players, you know, there's no salary cap next season. We've got a bigger transfer budget. Then look, anything's possible. For Lee Johnson, so I would give him that chance for what he's actually trying to do. You can't say, I mean, whatever system Lee Johnson's trying to implement and what he's trying to do, you can't say the players like Callum McFadzean and Max Power are going to be good enough to try and do whatever he's trying to do, because they're not. So let's try and get some more players in. Let's be ambitious, and I mean, look, it's all down to Lee Johnson. We'll be here next season. You know, we will be here next season. We'll be playing our part. It's just time for the football club and the players and managers to be doing their part, really.
I know it's awful feeling, but we're something to die, Matthew, and we'll be again next season to go through it all, aren't we?
Well, yeah. I mean, look. I mean, I was up here Wednesday. You know, I did an interview on the channel, and then I went back down south, and I'm here again on Saturday. So I'm fully committed. I'm fully committed to coming up here every week. I'm looking forward to next season, making trips up here. But you look around, you look at this stadium. You know, we're standing in front of the Stadium of Light, and it's just. You look at other grounds in this division. I know. They're not even as big as that warehouse there. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely sick.
Honestly, that's the right word. It makes me feel sick because I'm beyond upset and I'm beyond disappointed. I don't know what to feel anymore. I really, really don't. I mean, we messed things up in the first leg for ourselves. Second leg, I mean, today we put ourselves in good position first half, but I just. It's inconsistency, and Maguire was taken. I just a little bit about the team. Jack Diamond. Now, I'm sorry for all you Jack Diamond fans out there across the world. He came on and gave the ball away every single time he got it.
He's just for me. He's like a young kid who just wants to get in the pitch and run around. He's got nothing, no end product.
He thinks he's Ronaldo. Nothing. Did you see the
oh God! I know.
All of that. What
he's getting a new contract as well.
He's getting
4 years. Contract. Unbelievable, man.
If we actually want to get out of this league, if we have aspirations to get out of this league, giving people like Jack Diamond who can't even play football a 4-year deal.
I don't know whose decision that was.
Saying? We'll have another 4 seasons in League One, mate. Do you know what I mean? So it's not promising. It's not promising really. So I don't know, Shaun. Right now, all I can say is that I feel pretty sick, and I don't really know what's going to happen, whether we're going to go up next season or in a year's time we might be standing here
the same thing,
saying exactly the same thing.
For me, you've got to get the right manager, and I'm not sure. I know you said you stick with Lee Johnson. Yeah. I'm not sure now. I think he's had enough games to prove. I mean, I would say a good manager gets the best out of a crap bunch of players. Yeah. And he did for a little amount of time, but then it just went pear-shaped. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah, Lee Johnson's our third manager in League One, and we keep looking for that right.
Right man.
Jack Ross was meant to be the manager to, he did well in the Scottish League, and this was his big chance in English football to try and get that football club up the leagues and really prove himself. Well, he failed. Phil Parkinson, a man who could a little bit of a change from Jack Ross, someone who wasn't going to build something, but Phil Parkinson was someone who could just do a job and get us promoted, right? And then that didn't work. So now we've got Lee Johnson, who again is a bit like sort of the Jack Ross thing, who's coming here and wanting to build something. A young manager, big future, young owner, such and such. But the thing is it's all well and good having a 5-year, 10-year plan, but we actually want to be good now. We don't want to wait for. We can't go, Sunderland fans, look, it might not be very good now, but just wait until 5 years. I don't want to wait until 5 years. I want to be good now. Yeah. Lincoln City. It's Lincoln City, man, not Man City. They're celebrating like mental. Did you see after the game? They're all jumping on top of each other. How have Lincoln City managed to come to Sunderland AFC and do that?
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. It really, really is, and it just shows how far we've fallen. And the decline of the club hasn't actually stopped. It's still going.
Can we do it next year, quickly, Matthew?
Thing is, we say it every year. We go, me and you, right? We did an interview after the Oxford game last season. Could 2020 be our year? And I was like, yes, it could be. Same with this season. I really believe that at the start of this season we would go up, and we haven't. Next season, I'm optimistic. I hope we'll do it. But do you know what? I really think we won't.
Thanks for your time, Matthew. Cheers, pal.
Thank you, Shaun.
Cheers.